Americans. I want to talk to you about where we are in the battle against COVID-19, the progress we've made, and the work we have left to do. Many of us are frustrated with the nearly 80 million Americans who are still not vaccinated. We read about and hear about and we see the stories of hospitalized people on their deathbeds among the unvaccinated over the past few weeks. This is a pandemic of the unvaccinated. We still have nearly 80 million Americans who have failed to get the shot. And to make matters worse, there are elected officials actively working to undermine the fight against COVID-19. Instead of encouraging people to get vaccinated and mask up, they're ordering mobile morgues for the unvaccinated dying from COVID in their communities. That's nearly 80 million Americans not vaccinated. And a country as large as ours, that's 25% minority. That 25% can cause a lot of damage, and they are. The unvaccinated overcrowd our hospitals, are overrunning emergency rooms and intensive care units, leaving no room for someone with a heart attack or pancreatitis or cancer. And fourth, I want to emphasize that the vaccines provide very strong protection. But what makes it incredibly more frustrating is that we have the tools to combat COVID-19, and a distinct minority of Americans, supported by a distinct minority of elected officials, are keeping us from turning the corner. These pandemic politics, as I refer to, are making people sick, causing unvaccinated people to die. We cannot allow these actions to stand in the way of protecting the large majority of Americans who have done their part and want to get back to life as normal. We must increase vaccinations among the unvaccinated with new vaccination requirements. So, the time for waiting is over. This summer we made progress through the combination of vaccine requirements and incentives, as well as the FDA approval. This is not about freedom or personal choice. It's about protecting yourself and those around you. So tonight, I'm announcing that the Department of Labor is developing an emergency rule to require all employers with 100 or more employees that together employ over 80 million workers to ensure their workforces are fully vaccinated. Some of the biggest companies are already requiring this. United Airlines, Disney, Tyson's Food, and even Fox News. We're going to protect vaccinated workers from unvaccinated coworkers. The bottom line, we're going to protect vaccinated workers from unvaccinated coworkers. We're going to protect vaccinated workers from unvaccinated coworkers. We're going to protect vaccinated workers from unvaccinated coworkers. My plan will extend the vaccination requirements that I previously issued in the healthcare field. Already, I've announced we'll be requiring vaccinations of all nursing home workers who treat patients on Medicare and Medicaid because I have that federal authority. Tonight, I'm using that same authority to expand that to cover those who work in hospitals, home health care facilities, or other medical facilities. A total of 17 million healthcare workers. Next, I will sign an executive order that will now require all executive branch federal employees to be vaccinated, all. I've signed another executive order that will require federal contractors to do the same. If you want to work with the federal government and do business with us, get vaccinated. If you want to do business with the federal government, vaccinate your workforce. And tonight, I'm removing one of the last remaining obstacles that make it difficult for you to get vaccinated. To those of you running large entertainment venues, from sports arenas to concert venues to movie theaters, please require folks to get vaccinated or show a negative test as a condition of entry. My message to unvaccinated Americans is this: what more is there to wait for? What more do you need to see? We've made vaccinations free, safe and convenient. The vaccine is FDA approval. Over 200 million Americans have gotten at least one shot. We've been patient, but our patience is wearing thin. We've been patient, but our patience is wearing thin. And your refusal has cost all of us. We've been patient, but our patience is wearing thin. And your refusal has cost all of us. So please do the right thing. For the vast majority of you who have gotten vaccinated, I understand your anger at those who haven't gotten vaccinated. For the vast majority of you who have gotten vaccinated, I understand your anger at those who haven't gotten vaccinated. It doesn't matter how low the risk of any illness or accident is when it comes to your child or grandchild. Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. The safest thing for your child 12 and older is to get them vaccinated. Please get your teenager vaccinated. Every parent, every teen sibling, every caregiver around them should be vaccinated. We know that if schools follow the science and implement the safety measures like testing, masking, adequate ventilation systems to be provided the money for, social distancing, and vaccinations, then children can be safe from COVID-19 in schools. At the schools run by the Defense Department, because I have the authority as president of the federal system, the Defense Department and the Interior Department, to get vaccinated. That's authority I possess. Tonight I'm announcing that will require all of nearly 300,000 educators in the federal paid program, Head Start program, must be vaccinated as well to protect your youngest, our youngest, most precious Americans. And tonight, I'm calling on all governors to require vaccination for all teachers and staff. If they'll not help, if these governors won't help us beat the pandemic, I'll use my power as president to get them out of the way. The Department of Education has already begun to take legal action against states undermining protection that local school officials have ordered.